For those of you who I've not met, hi. I'm Doug Martin. I'm the head band director here at Langley High School. That over there is Mr. Antonucci. Everybody, hi, Mr. Antonucci. You'll see him later. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. Man, it feels good. I was telling the students in this group and in the wind ensemble over the past day or two that the last time this group took the stage was December of 2019. Some of you will remember this. March 12th, 2020, that Thursday, we were gonna have a concert that night, and we canceled. And then the next day, we didn't have school, and then trauma. Okay, so the chairs and stands and percussion and all of this was left up here. Mr. A and I came in June to clear the stage. There was tumbleweed, no. It was weird. Anyway, it feels so good to be back with all of them and all of you. For many of us, this is our first concert ever at Langley High School or as a member of the Langley Bands. Welcome. Mr. A and I very consciously decided, it turns out Dr. McCormick, our orchestra director, did the same thing, very consciously decided for our first concert back to really prioritize just like reasserting some kind of core principles, and that's why each group is only playing 2 pieces of music, but as a result, each of those 2 pieces is great. I think you are in for a wonderful evening of music. The group behind me is the Langley High School Symphonic Band, and our first piece is a transcription, an arrangement of a piece originally written for organ by one of the greatest composers of all time, Bach. This is a prelude and fugue in B-flat major. There's gonna come a point where you're gonna be like, oh, it's over. No, it's not yet. That was the prelude. But the fugue is much shorter, and then it'll be like, okay, now it's over. And then you get to recognize them with your feverish applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the Langley High School Symphonic Band. as the percussionists make their way up here, just to tell you a few things about the second and final piece that Symphonic Band will be playing. It is a traditional American march that we found last year. Actually, Mr. A, I think you found it, yep. And it is actually, while that is a definite part of the band's tradition, it's the only one of these that you're going to, classic march that you're going to hear tonight. So you'll notice that on that last piece we didn't have any percussionists on it. It's essentially written that way, because like I said, it's written for organ. But that same idea of limited winds and percussion thing, many of you know, is because the winds and the percussionists meet in separate classes. And so the first time they all met and got to hear each other was yesterday. So we decided to, you understand. I'm losing my words. Okay, stop talking, Mr. Martin. Let's hear the music. Please welcome to the podium Mr. A to lead the symphonic band in Capstone. It is just to be making music with these guys for all of you again. It's been way too long. Something that I just wanted to add about the last march that we just played. As a result of last year, a bunch of different types of band music started to be written, started to come out to help the types of groups that don't have all of this fantastic instrumentation that we have here. It also was really, really helpful for teaching during COVID. We called it flex band music. Basically the idea that music is becoming more and more accessible to any type of group. So when we started with that piece, Capstone, last year, we had it as a flex part. So basically we've got 4 parts as an entire band, and any instrument can play any parts. And it just, it's really cool to see how composers, arrangers really, really stepped up to the plate to create music that was a little bit more accessible and can work for everybody. Eventually, later this year, we graduated to the official version of Capstone, but it was really, really cool to start learning the piece by beginning with that flex stuff. All right, so we have your Langley Wind Ensemble in front of you. The first piece that we're going to play for you guys tonight is called Be Thou My Vision. It's a traditional hymn, and it's been set to many, many different arrangements, and you can find it for all kinds of different groups. The reason that this actually stuck with me is because a year and a half ago now, I was asked to write a marching band show for a school, and about a month into writing that show, we found out it wasn't going to happen. So fast forward an entire year, and I'm rewriting the same show for the same school because so many people dropped, added, whatever. It's a different band. But I really enjoyed working with the piece, and I wanted to see a more fleshed out version by a professional composer arranger. And we were really, really looking for a piece that's going to make this band listen and really start to tackle all of those ensemble skills that we were so, really, we had a huge drought of ensemble playing. We were all playing in bedrooms, basements, bathrooms, whatever, right? So this is Be Thou My Vision by Andrew Wainwright. Okay, oh, sorry. And the wind ensemble's second and final piece is an arrangement of a piece originally by Edvard Grieg, who is one of those composers that you know some of his music, whether you know it or not, or you know his name or not. For example, he wrote this. Dun, 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 dun. What was your favorite part of the concert? He sang into the microphone. It was weird. That's called In the Hall of the Mountain King. That's by Edvard Grieg. This is not that, but this is same guy. Actually, it has a somewhat similar. Imagine if that was just faster. That's what you're about to hear. This is called March of the Trolls. There's a little oasis in the middle, and then we go back to the opening stuff, and you will know when it's over. We hope you love it. This is March of the Trolls. Nishimura, and she wrote it originally for choir, and then she made an arrangement for band, and both of those I thought were good. I liked them. And then she made a flex version, and I said, ooh, because now we get to arrange it. And so instead of just saying, I want the flutes to play here, she said, I want the flutes to play here, we could say, no, let's have the clarinets play that sort of thing. And I actually preferred this version. So this is how we started our year. We hope you love it. This is Autumn by Kate Nishimura, and this is the Langley Wind Symphony. Thank you. Wasn't that lovely? That's pretty. Couple quick things before we play our final piece. First, can we give one more round of applause to all of our performers? We made it. We did it. I also want to publicly, we don't normally get a chance to do this, but I just thought it was particularly worth making quick mention because it happened very recently and it was an important and significant and great way to start the year. We had a wonderful marching band season, and yes, we have 2 more football games, but as you all know, our Saturday season ended with the highest rating possible from every judge. The marching band for the 3rd straight performance year got a superior rating from every judge, and that was phenomenal. So let's hear it for the marching section. particularly significant for both our seniors, as they're like, okay, not only are we back, but we're back and we're great. And for our new marchers, like, I'm a part of something great. Just a wonderful way to start the year. So thanks and congratulations to everyone who was involved with that. Okay, the final piece that we're playing tonight is the Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst. It's another one of those composers who you know his music, whether you know it or not. He wrote a popular piece called The Planets, and two movements from it, Mars, the bringer of war, and Jupiter, the bringer of jollity, very popular on their own. I will not sing them for you. I'm sorry. Anyway, he was one of the first real composers to write music also for this ensemble, for original music for bands. This piece is 110 years old. It's written in 1911, and bands all over the world are still playing it to this day because it's great. It is in 4 movements. Very tuneful, very melodic music, and again, 4 movements that we didn't really play, therefore without pause, or with minimal pause in between. You'll know when it's over, because there's this cute piccolo and tuba duet, right? The very lowest and the very highest instruments, and then a little button, that's when it's done. We hope you really enjoy it. The Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst.